Hello again. The British newspapers and television channels are busily at work trying to create a narrative that the country is on the verge of a momentous change, almost a revolution. We are invited to take sides in the great Starmer versus Burnham championship fight, which will have about as much effect on the affairs of the nation as a result of the Oxford and Cambridge boat race. It's bad enough when a general election is held and we're expected to believe that the two major parties offer dramatically different policies relating to everything from immigration to welfare benefits. Many of us gave up long ago seeing this as anything other than a highly ritualized puppet show, which would have no real effect upon our lives. But now to see the mainstream media trying to whip up a storm by claiming that swapping one mad Labour MP for another to lead the country will lead us all through a great change in our lives really is a bit much. This is a sideshow, contrived drama devised to draw our attention away from things which really matter and to try and get us to start cheering one side or the other in a leadership contest within the Labour Party. This is a harmless release valve for our passions. It's like the World Cup or the Grand National. It is a spectacle which would essentially change nothing and allow the status quo to continue unchecked. Unfortunately, even some on the right are being dragged into this foolish game, with people claiming that Andy Burnham is far more left-wing than Starmer and that everything would be much worse if he became Prime Minister. It's not true, they're both cut from the same piece of cloth. The way that the United Kingdom is governed has fallen into a cosy and good-natured little game, one which enables 600 or 700 well-paid men and women to loll about at our expense, doing little to change anything. Every few years, the Labour Party and the Conservatives swap places and then pretend that they have a massive job to do clearing up the mess which the last party left behind. We are, I think, most of us quite familiar with this racket. I'm beginning to think that what is needed is not to switch around the seats in the House of Commons and see two leaders denouncing each other. I'm more than half convinced that what we need is to smash up that little Tea Party entirely and replace it with something radically different, at least for a while until we can effect a real change. The whole edifice is so manifestly decadent and corrupt that I don't think it's worthwhile tinkering with or attempting any reform. I think it needs to be smashed to pieces. Because most people have over the years been indoctrinated into a kind of superstitious reverence for our parliamentary democracy, it seems to me that such a revolutionary change would need to be undertaken in opposition to the will of the people and without consulting them. For a time at least, it is perhaps necessary to have rule by a body of men who do not need to court public opinion or worry about what might happen in a few years at the next general election. I'm not sure where such a determined and impartial group might be found, although the higher echelons of the armed forces spring obviously to mind. There is precedent for such action, not only from countries such as Greece in the 1960s, when the colonels took over, but also, of course, from English history in the 17th century. I spoke the other day of the concept of an English ethno-state and how it might possibly be created with certain elements swept away and discarded. Here, I think, is the germ of a plan which could see England restored to its proper position and led in a new direction. I shall flesh out this idea in future videos, but for now I'm wondering how such a scheme might be received by viewers of this channel.